laughing.
But I love beating my cheek.
Huh? The hell? I'm not laughing. Pateggy! What the? What the heck is hello? What? Throw me! No! Can't make me. What? For fun? Don't tell that to people. It's so bad. Those look thing. But why? No. No, no, no. Hey, the troll. Ask him the real question. How the hell did you create Chuckles? Oh, blew my mind. Here we go. We've watched a lot of these. Or I have. Offline.
I don't know about you guys, but I love beating my cheek.
What is your favorite thing?
I have not seen this. YouTube, you liar. What the hell?
To beat your cheek to.
It's not so much the music as much as the company you're surrounded by.
If you ain't beating your cheat amongst friends, what are you really doing with your life?
You can beat your own cheat, you can beat your friend's cheat.
Or you
the
can beat each other's cheat.
Yes. Oh, consensually. Like, you would never beat your cheat unless you're like, Andy, it's okay if you beat my cheat.
You can't just start beating a bro's cheat.
Wait, do you beat each other's cheats at the same time, or it's like a chain of cheat?
Whatever. I got one arm to hold my girthy cheat while Mike beats on it.
Huh?
And I got another arm to beat Rich's cheat.
This is a fucking nightmare.
You keep eye contact or look into the corner while you're beating each other's cheeks.
I'm not gonna ask Mace if I can beat the man's cheat and then not look him in the eye.
No, I'd be a little offended if you didn't like lock
exactly
eye contact.
right.
You know, like where are you looking, bro?
You didn't look at his cheat while
Oh,
he
you can
That's what I'm saying.
No one is saying that you can't steal glances at the guy's cheek.
Yeah,
To
to
give
give
it
it
a
a good beat, you gotta be looking at it.
look.
I'm pretty darn sure they're not talking about that plushie anymore. At first, I wasn't sure. But it's starting to become clearer.
It's not.
Hey, wish I had some reward for you, the same way you...
Would you like to have sex behind the shed? I'm just kidding.
That escalated quickly.
He doesn't say that.
Well, you know, when I came to the Witchlight Carnival, you could have given me a million guesses about what I do here. But fucking a gigantic ascension swan is not one of my guesses I ever would have had.
How are your back feathers?
Are they still filthy? I can see. It's too easy. There's a little bit of marinara mixed with tuna mayo back there.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. Can't make me. Nope.
So what's your name?
Oh, my name's Geraldine, but everyone
Hey,
calls me
Midnight.
Mom.
I'm thinking good. I hope you're doing well.
Have you played poker before?
Oh, I play poker every day,
I've
honey.
never played before.
Well, you got that beginner's luck.
Good, I'm not gonna look at my card.
Funny thing is, I wasn't recording. Yay!
I'm gonna let you know right now.
Not recording. What the? What the heck is that?
Oh, I'll have a brandy old fashioned. Oh,
What the
honey,
heck?
how's little Badinky Bones doing?
Oh, sweetheart, you never forget about Badinky.
Badinky!
Yeah,
Oh, you're such a dog.
Oh, yeah,
Show your card.
I have a pair of sixes.
I can afford it too.
The great thing about the beezleberry is it's not just the sacks filled with the juice. If you pull the sacks away, you get to the gummy heart of the beezle. And inside of that, it's sticky.
Awkward.
It's horribly, but if you eat it, it's delicious.
Are you saying this is the best part?
Oh, lick it. Do it. Lick the beezle heart.
Should I lick it?
You should bite just a little bit into it, Grammy.
I'm just gonna take a little bite. It's just a little bit.
How it's
Just a little bite. Do you feel how warm it is and throbbing?
Why is it throbbing? Hello?
Is it pumps of beezle juice through its hearty veins?
this a heart? Hello?
It tastes incredible. You see rainbows, unicorns, all kinds of hallucinogenic things as you taste this magical kaleidoscope of beezelness.
Fatality.
Someone in chat said I miss him. I should call him.
Whoever in chat said that's based.
Thanks for putting me back into the world, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal. It's what you do for family. You know, I would have done it for Crammy. I would have done it for Frosty. I would have done it for Little Green. I would have done it for, you know, Big Junior. I would have done it for...
Are we missing somebody?
What do you mean? Oh! I know exactly who you're talking about. I can't believe I forgot Hootsy.
She's so big.
Hootsy!
She smells weird. How could you ever forget her?
I don't know. You know, I don't even think it smells weird.
I can't smell anymore. Because I'm made wood.
Well, you can't smell anymore?
Nope. Ain't smelling nothing.
Well, that's gonna help out here because it smells like Torbeck.
Torbeck's like, no, Torbeck senses normality in the forms.
Poor Torbeck. Screams eternally. I may have neglected sleep. What? Why have you done this, Daytone?
You've come to know him as Tycho Stiltskin.
Stiltskin? Why?
Stilts. What did I say? Oh, Tycho Stilts. Tycho Stilts. No relation.
No relation. Sent it to
No relation to Damn it! He flies over with bat wings over to you, damn it.
Oh, hey, Stilts.
Oh, Mom, it's you!
Sent me music.
Let him know up at the high rollers room that I'm gonna spare him tonight. I'm having fun down here.
Oh, no.
Miss Geraldine, your oxygen tank.
What?
Dead. Yeah. 42 have died, and a rogue oxygen tank exploded. One Ma Geraldine self-immolated.
I've been strapped to a chair now and again and zapped for, you know, normally for fun, but
For fun? Some of you guys like weird things.
I'd give this a try.
Oh my goodness.
Don't tell that to people.
Don't share that information.
You sit down in the chair and you don't even feel the electricity that Torbeck described.
I feel it!
Is it working? I think it's working!
I think maybe! I think the juice sounds like he's pulling his pants.
Perhaps we should bludgeon him to death with a rock.
Agreed.
I'm still on about that.
Get over it, man.
I mean, that was like 10 minutes ago.
Blood is still dripping out of your ears.
It was just a couple of rocks.
Yeah, we only almost the lottery.
The lottery? What's that mean? Am I missing something?
You know, I got the fellas out there. Mike, he likes to be called the Circumstance now. Richie, Derek, and DJ Andy F, they're outside.
Did I hear you correctly? There's someone named Derek DTF down outside?
Yeah!
DTF? What's that mean? I'm trying to, like, think in my head. DTF. Drive to France? Maybe? I don't know.
Yo, Mike! Sorry, the Circumstance!
It's the circumstance!
It's a circumstance!
Sorry, the Circumstance.
What can I do you for?
Yeah, we need 3 night rains. We need 2 gallons of water.
For you pixel shit thing!
Thank you, the Circumstance.
So says the circumstance!
The circumstance!
Alright, I'll see you soon. Bye!
Yeah!
The answer is Derek is always DTF. Okay, driving to France.
I
I definitely wouldn't trust that guy with a drink, that's for sure. Do not let DTF get our drinks.
It is a hot night in Paradise City, and he's still wearing a sweater.
Down to France?
Derek DTF.
No, I'm sure it's driving.
Say something, Luke.
It's a bird!
What in the hell are you doing here in the foxhole?
The foxhole!
Large otter bouncers.
What?
Get in your way.
Don't worry,
Otters
Mr.
and the butters.
Pistachio and Mr. Piss.
Why is his name Piss? Why'd you name one of them Mr. Piss? But why? I saw poor otter. Why'd you name him Piss?
What?
Okay, thank you.
What are you doing thrown in with a guy named Mr. Piss?
Mr. Piss!
Just the company I would normally expect you to keep you rapscallions.
Rapscallions!
Jean-Claude, I do not name the goons.
That is an unfortunate gangster name. Let me tell you, that sucks.
I think it's because the other guy's name is Tashia.
Pistachio.
That doesn't make any.
Pistachio Piss? Pistachio. Blew my mind.
You see now, you see there's Mr. Pierce, Mr. Pistachio, and then of course Mr. Mo and Mr. Lester.
No!
It's this
No!
brunch place called Black Hole Sunny Side Up, and did somebody say pizza?
Oh, is that it over there? And the tagline is, "Won't you come in and eat?"
Yeah! I know, it doesn't look fancy, but I'm...
Every brunch plate comes with a personal pizza.
Jesus.
Eat the pizza! Eat the pizza! Did somebody say pizza?
This is where the circumstance works when he's not working.
Yeah.
Oh, pizza! How's the pizza?
What do you know? What do you say? Huh?
What do you say? What do you know?
Hey, good to see you.
Oh, enjoy. Just put the mimosas on the table, bro.
The mimosas! This is a pizza restaurant. There ain't no way in the heck you got mimosas. I know how restaurants work.
Oh, we got a tough guy over here.
Oh,
And
I shouldn't have had the third personal pizza.
what did you say we are? The underdog?
No.
Catacombs?
The catacombs, you said? No, the catacombs are beneath the castle. To your rooms is what I said. Follow me.
Follow me.
Let's
go.
You rest until we see it is the day right now above us.
How do you know?
I can tell.
His voice is so silly.
Trust me, bro. Source, I made it up.
Morning lock on.
Just trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
I have my hourly allotment of cheese.
Don't do it here. It's getting hard to look at you.
Good night, Margot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Thank you for the plague.
We're gonna get some sleep now.
We'll be here.
I wish you good night.
Good night again, Margot. Thank you.
Say good night.
We appreciate it.
Sleep well.
We're trying. We're really trying here.
Good night.
You'll find this place is quiet as the grave.
Wait,
Yeah, I can see that it might be.
it might be.
Shut up. You
Shut
know,
up.
That'd be good.
It just gets as dark as a crypt. Good night.
Good night, my boy.
Bugs, beware a skeleton.
What?
Come on.
Oh, I'll say my head's gonna explode.
What the hell?
We can get in right over here, but some of you are going to be very big.
Rico, can't you do that thing where you turn into that thing and you dig even bigger holes, man? Thought a big man would be able to do it himself. The last time I went first down a hole in this place, I got caught up by snakes.
As you do when you go into holes.
Are you afraid to go into the hole?
I'm not afraid to go in the hole,
You
Rico.
should
I'm
be
just
careful,
saying,
though.
could you have made the thing easier, okay?
feel
I'm
like-
happy to go first, Rico.
I'm happy to dig it out.
I don't want you to
I
dig
feel
it out.
like a bitch with Ashbro.
You know what,
I mean,
Rico?
trying
Why
to
don't
do
you
a
make
thing
it
a bit-
smaller? Can you make it smaller? Greco, because I would enjoy that more. Okay.
I make my way.
I start crawling through the hole while it begins to crush and compile me. No, stop making it smaller.
He's being really squeezed. He's going from red to blue. Someone must save him.
That's what you want to hear from one of your friends. Someone must save him.
You are a
Frost just goes,
and anyone that tries to move past you must pay a toll.
You better f***ing move unless you pay the troll toll.
Oh no.
You better not pay it. You let him do that. Better not move unless you pay the troll toll.
Can Torbeck interest you in some licorice?
That is not the troll toll.
What? It's delicious!
You out of your god.
I'm
You
a
think
troll.
I'm gonna give you a fucking penny, a fucking copper?
No, you're gonna give me a troll toll.
I'm not paying you.
Pay the troll.
pay the troll toll!
You better give me the troll toll. I'm a fucking troll. What else do I do? What purpose do I serve in this thing? I'm going if I don't get that fucking troll toll.
You're not a troll, you're 3 feet tall.
I'm the big bad troll toll. Give me the fucking troll.
He's going. He's speaking gibberish now.
Put it right down here.
I'm not giving you a fucking
Put
man.
it right down here. Give me some root beer. I'll take a root beer.
You want a dad's root beer?
Yeah, there you go. That'd be troll toll. I'll take it.
He wants a root beer. Give him the root beer.
I'm gonna go see if there's
No. You give him a ginger beer and you say this is better for you.
any lady goblins. All of my jokes are suddenly funny.
I don't think that's true.
I show him my walkie-talkie with all the numbers I've got.
Why do you have a rock with 3 numbers?
Congratulations.
What Torbeck thinks Grego is trying to say is that he's currently a high-value male.
Wait, are they in the bathroom talking to this man while he's trying to pee?
It's not gonna last long.
I can't
so,
tell.
You know, oh my God.
Yeah, I was right. Okay.
Sexy rock star.
You're a stepson.
Do you
You're
really
all right?
think anyone's gonna buy me as a stepson?
No? Yes? Maybe?
I think we're gonna be okay.
If it's any consolation, I was rooting for sexy rock star too.
We have names.
I'm thinking for you, Rhett Rye.
Rhett
Wait, why are
Rye?
we changing our first names? Look, it's just sometimes you're not thinking about it and you accidentally say Pike instead of Glorpo, and you know the whole fucking job's ruined.
Don't
right?
bring up the Glorpo thing.
Smash cut to a sequencing of different scenes where Ziggy, Rhett, and Pike are all standing next to each other in different outfits, and Ziggy turns over and just Rhett, oh fuck! And then there's like 50 guns off. Yeah. Why in Frosty's toilet speak?
Huh?
Oh yes.
Why is he begging for his waist?
Follow me everywhere, don't you? Yes, I do, Frost.
Why so greedy?
Why the green?
Where are you going with all that?
Need more fiber.
Why?
What? The... What? What?
Your deposit.
You're a pot. No.
Deposit thine.
Stop it!
That doesn't happen.
No, it does.
Frost has
Canonically, it happens.
Oh, it canonically happens? Okay, well.
It canonically happened.
That on Avantris Wiki right now.
We went through like a very dark period in 2022, and I think that we were very close to quitting and basically giving up and shuttering the channel. And then Richie and I kind of looked at each other and said, you know what, why don't we just give this short form content thing a try?
Welcome to the Character Sheet, your home for all things tabletop and fantasy news. And today we have a very special guest. You may know him from Legend of...
Oh. Oh, we're having a little learning period after our laughs. That's fine. I like learning.
Avantris. You might know him as Chuckles the Clown from
many of the favorite shorts you've seen, but he is the one and only Mikey Gilder, CCO and cast member of Legend of Avantris. And today we're here to talk about Avantris and, of course, their huge The Crooked Moon RPG Kickstarter, which is coming out in the very near future. Mikey, so nice to finally get you in the studio.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Pete. I've been watching your videos, so it's great to finally meet you and say hi and hello to everyone watching at home. Appreciate you having me on.
And now for those, like I said, we've done a couple videos on Legend of Avantris. It's become one of our very favorite actual plays to watch. For anyone that somehow has not seen it yet, what is the genesis? Like, when did you guys realize that your home game could in fact become like not just a product you put out on YouTube, but at this point now a career? Like, how did that start?
You know, it's very funny because we really only started streaming because two of our members in our original campaign, Andy and Kelsey, they moved to Brooklyn. And so we did a full big setup because we didn't want to go full remote because we like being around the table. So we did a hybrid. And then we needed the cameras, we needed microphones, we needed lighting, we needed all of that so everyone could see. And we realized, oh, we could literally punch this live. And so we did YouTube, no, not YouTube, we did Facebook. We did Facebook Lives first, back, maybe that's still a thing, back when that was a thing. And we switched to Twitch the next year. And frankly, as a DM, like, I just liked it because it meant I got to play D&D every week. Originally, I never really had any kind of grand dreams of it turning into this. Richie, my twin brother, he's also on the stream, and our CEO, he had kind of grand dreams from the beginning. But yeah, it really just started as a way for us to have friends who had originally played at the table to all play virtually, and we just happened to start streaming, and we streamed for 5 years with no audience, and then in 2022, that's kind of when things started taking off.
Yeah, and kind of around that time, you guys started being one of the first, and still to this day, kind of one of the only big actual plays that decided to do a big focus on short form content, on shorts, on TikTok, on Instagram. Like, did you guys have a conscious decision to do that, or was it just sort of a happy accident for you?
Yeah, we did. I think that we resisted so long, frankly, just because we were being lazy about it. Like, I think that it just, you know, we all had day jobs and we were just like tired and we're like, it'll never do anything. And then I think that we went through like a very dark period in 2022. And I think that we were very close to quitting and basically giving up and shuttering the channel. And then Richie and I kind of looked at each other and say, you know what, why don't we just give this short form content thing a try? And so we sacrificed our summer. And so every waking hour where we weren't doing our day jobs, you know, we didn't go to the beach, we didn't do any travel during summer, we really didn't go outside. We just were editing shorts and editing shorts and editing shorts. And, you know, you first start putting them out, you don't really get anything, and then suddenly one gets 1,000 views, and then the next one gets a couple thousand views, and then it just, you know, builds and builds, and it just kept growing.
That's awesome. And then you guys have started a trend of you're juggling at this point like 5 or 6 active campaigns, like back and forth. How do you guys decide not only like which campaigns to pick up when, but kind of like which different systems to try out? Because I know, for example, right now, one of the ones that you're doing a lot of is Uprooted, which is like the root role-playing system. Like, how did you guys pick the root system?
That's actually interesting to learn that they use all these different systems constantly. I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd be confused as heck. Like, which one are we on?
So we actually, for Uprooted, we actually converted that into D&D 5e. So originally we had gotten a sponsorship from Magpie to play the Root RPG. We had a really great time, and you know, we decided, and we you know, it was 9 episodes. It was a ton of fun, and we realized that the characters were so fun, and the world that I had created for it was so fun that we should get back to it. And so we decided, you know, we'll get back to it. And like you said, you know, the learning a new system is challenging, and we kind of had a big party. So we said, you know what, everyone knows D&D 5e, let's do that. But when it comes to like new systems that we wanted to learn and try, I think the big one, the big system that we've really been picking up and learning has been Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay by Cubicle 7.
Warhammer guys.
That is our Monday Patreon game currently. We first started playing that just, you know, we goofed around you know, at a home game for like a couple of sessions. Not sure if we would ever bring it, you know, on camera, and just because, you know, I'm a huge fan of the Warhammer fantasy world, and we were really kind of feeling a really crunchy game, and that was the game that we got really excited about. And then, so Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay is a system that we really, really, really love. And then Pirate Borg by Limithron is
the board game's so good.
Oh, yeah, we fell in love. I played Pirate Borg for the first time, PAX 2021. No, 2022, I guess. And I fell in love with it immediately. And so we brought Pirate Borg onto our stream, and we actually created our own Borg hack, currently called 13 Beers at the Local Cheese. A bit of an in-joke. And so we're actually going to be playing that this Wednesday. So we just fell in love with the Borg likes, and we fell in love with Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. And so, you know, and we've gotten to the point where we've been playing so much D&D 5e that it's, I love the game, I love D&D 5e, but we play so much tabletop, I want to start adding, I'd love to get a little bit of Cyberpunk Red, a little bit of Call of Cthulhu and other systems in there. So it's really whatever we think is cool, the theme and the mechanics kind of combined.
That's awesome. At what point during this journey of, like, you know, doing all these actual plays, doing all these different campaigns, did you guys decide that it was time to put out something like the Crooked Moon? Like, what was the origin story of how...
Ask him the real question. How the hell did you create Chuckles?
You decide, you know what, I've been homebrewing all these other campaigns, it's time for me to put that out in the world as the Crooked Moon.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting story that was kind of a long, winding journey. When Richie and I first graduated college, we thought about getting into the board game industry. You know, and then we had a very sobering call with a pretty prolific designer in the industry who was amazing. And he kind of said, this industry is really hard. Don't do it yet. Like, go get some experience first, and then you can come back to the game publishing industry because it can be really brutal. And we're like, you know what? You're right. We got desk jobs, and then obviously years later we had the stream, and so it had always been our dream to make games. And I think that once, you know, in 2023 we had built up an audience, you know, of maybe 200, 150, 200,000. We thought, like, let's start small. Let's just do a little Kickstarter. You know, we wanted to, you know, dip our toes in, cut our teeth. And then Richie asked me, you know, I was working on something, a Kickstarter campaign. It was way too big. Way too big. Richie's like, whoa, for our first Kickstarter, let's do something small. Let's refocus. Go, you know, let's do this. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe we can do a horror thing instead. And so I started thinking, and the Crooked Moon came to be, and it ended up being vastly bigger than the original thing that already got scrapped for being too big. And we just kind of, with all of the resources and the research that we did, we realized, oh my gosh, A, this is way more work than we thought it was going to be. But B, we can actually do this. And so that's how when we realized, like, hey, like, let's try to launch a publishing company. And here we are.
Yeah, and this small little Kickstarter turned into, I believe, either the first or second highest grossing 5e supplement ever released on the Kickstarter platform.
Yeah, amazing.
We had over 4 million funded.
Yeah, very grateful for all of
That's
support.
pretty big. That's really good.
An extremely surreal month. I think I actually forgot a lot of what happened that October.
Is there because there's so many interesting things. Actually, before I ask this, what is the synopsis of, like, what is the flavor and, like, the essence of the Crooked Moon for someone who has not seen the Kickstarter yet? They've somehow fallen asleep for a year and a half and just haven't seen it.
For sure. Yeah, so I think that one of the main reasons why we went into this is because one of my favorite genres in film especially, but across the board, is folk horror. And folk horror is very underserved. The classic film examples that I think folks think of is The Wicker Man, not the Nick Cage one, the one starring Christopher Lee as Lord. Yeah, not the bees, and then the bears who punching people. Not that one, the original. The Witch with Black Phillip, the goat, and Midsummer. Those are kind of the three that most people would probably know as, like, quintessential folk horror. And not only is that my favorite genre, it's also was super underserved as far as I kind of as a big fan of folk horror. There's a lot of grimdark, there's a lot of gothic, there's a lot of post-apocalyptic, there's a lot of cosmic horror in tabletop, but I really found folk horror really missing. And so,
what's my favorite Halloween game? Trying to think. Let me think about it.
It was very obvious. And so basically the idea of folk horror is that it's not, you know, your intense jump scare. It's not the whole world is coming to an end. It's much more of a slowly unsettling sense of dread where the landscape and the environment and the natural world is as much of a character and as much of a villain, perhaps, as the creatures and the people that lurk there. It's about isolated communities, ancient superstitions, the conflict between the old and the new, the effect of local legends and folklore that thought perhaps wasn't real actually coming to be true. And also usually in folk horror, there's someone who's very arrogant, usually from the city, usually from modernity, who believes that they've achieved some sort of enlightenment, and they're not prepared to face the old ways. And
I do like this folk horror. I'm starting to think about if I've played a folk horror game, because it sounds fun. I think my favorite horror, well, Halloween game per se would probably be Resident Evil 5. I think that's the last like kind of
counter the old ways are isolated and alone, and it usually leads to a bad end. And those stories were so gripping to me that I thought, like, you know, could we do this in D&D, game of heroic fantasy? And I think we've achieved that. It was much harder than I thought, but I think that we've done the best we could to strike the balance between a system made for heroic fantasy and achieving folk horror the best we can.
Oh, that's fantastic. And in creating that, is there a particular like subclass or spell you've made that really stands out, like one of your favorites, or maybe even the one that just sort of took the longest for you to like quote you kind of get right in your mind?
Yeah, I think one of the things that was pretty difficult to crack, and my favorite subclasses are Harvest Cleric. And really making sure of what does a Harvest Cleric mean? Because we already have a Nature Cleric in 5e, right? So this is not a Nature Cleric. And so really kind of realizing that this isn't like the good nature.
I'm going to try to guess. It'd be more about the end of life and stuff. So maybe like a Raven spell or something, but also like they might have like a Reap spell, like instead of healing or something, maybe like it removes health from them to give to you or something. And that they like get stronger the lower their health is and stuff.
Like, let's all heal. Okay, that's part of it, but it's about life, death, and rebirth, and that's a critical part of the cycle, that things must die for things to be reborn. And so weaving that into, I think a lot of people have like the misconception that clerics are all like lawful good and they're all, you know, all super benevolent. And so I think it was really fun to have a cleric where you could play, you know, focus on the life side of it, but you could also play one that is fully the Reaper, that is coming to take and to kill and to destroy in order to, so that things may grow. And so the Harvest Cleric, I think, was my favorite for sure.
That's, oh man. And is there and like trying, because you guys have made so many.
That's why I really want to be allowed to play like a necromancer, because I love the idea of a good necromancer.
Many interesting add-ons and so many cool different versions of the Crooked Moon for people to check out in the Kickstarter. Is there a particular like piece of like merch or a figure or just a book cover that you made that really stands out? Like, this is something you're super happy that it turned out the way it did and the fans are going to see?
I mean, I think that one of the things was the biggest surprise. I mean, we have a lot of different products. We had, you know, I think there's 13 or 14 sets of dice. We have these huge miniatures, and all of that ended up being we really focused on quality. We really invested to make sure that this was the highest quality product we could possibly get it to. Not just the content, but also all the supplemental materials. We went with Panda, which is one of the premier board game and game manufacturers in the world, and they've been amazing. And I think all of that's really good. I think the product or the supplementary product that I'm really proud of, that I'm the most proud of, is actually the music. And the music albums are we're releasing 3 albums. One, we have our classic atmospheric album, classic combat album, but one that is a very much of an experiment is our soundtrack. It's basically a concept album that serves as the soundtrack of the adventure. And we actually just announced yesterday that one of the songs, our next single, Ramin Karimloo, who is my personal favorite Phantom of the Opera, and he was also in Les Miserables as Angel Ross and Jean Valjean, and a bunch of other great roles. He's in the Anastasia. He's had a role in the Anastasia as well. He's going to be the featured vocalist on that. And so it's been amazing to work with the Blasting Company, the folks behind the Over the Garden Wall soundtrack, and we have some really awesome guest singers on this thing, and it's been surreal to take the themes and the concepts and the story of the Crooked Moon and translate that into music. So people have been loving it so far. So that's my favorite supplementary piece. And I don't know if you want me to talk about it, something physical, like a little goodie they can buy.
No, that's actually perfect. I was going to ask a question about the music, and we went right into it. I didn't know that it was some of that was by the people behind Over the Garden Wall, because that's an amazing, both show and an amazing musical.
They made a lot of stuff of this. That's really cool. I'm actually kind of interested in looking at that stuff. Maybe off stream.
That's all them. They've composed the entire thing. I actually have a call with them right after this interview's over. And so they've been incredible collaborative partners for, oh my gosh, since 2023, like April or May 2023. So we've been working with them for a very long time, and it's been an amazing relationship.
Oh, that's fantastic. And if you like the music of Legend of Avantris, stay tuned to the channel, because there might be a thing coming in a week or 2 here. Something.
Awesome.
Keep your eyes peeled and your ears peeled. And then I guess
Eyes
before
and
we
ears
dive into the lightning
peeled!
round, because it sort of ties into the lightning round, he has so many dark origin stories. It's time to ask the hard journalistic question. What is the true dark origin story of Chuckles?
I think that there really
Chuckles!
is no true origin. I think that there's 2 answers. I think there is no true dark origin, or that the origin is so sad and pathetic and mundane that everyone would be cripplingly disappointed. Everyone would be egregiously disappointed, I think, if they heard the tragic backstory. And I think that it's one of those things where Chuckles is one of those timeline setting breaking characters where he's in space, he's in the carnival, he's in the Crooked Moon. Chuckles is everywhere. And I think that is, how many backstories can one clown have? I think it's probably infinite. So that's my measured political answer.
All right. Well, that leads us perfectly into our lightning round.
Awesome.
And today's lightning round, very fittingly, because of Chuckles, is going to be a simple game of clown or Cosa Nostra.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a name, and you're just going to have to tell me if that name is the name of a clown or a member of an organized crime family.
I love it. My people are in part from Sicily, so this is very close to my heart for clowns and Cosa Nostra.
All right. So first off, Bim Bom.
Bim Bom, that's got to be a clown.
Bim Bom is in fact one of the premier Russian clowns.
Okay, got it.
There we go. Let's go with Junior Lollipops.
Oh, that's a mobster. Definitely.
It is a mobster.
Okay. Yeah.
Lucrezi crime family.
Yeah.
Let's go with Louis Haha.
That is a mobster.
It is another mobster. Same crime family.
For sure. Yeah.
Let's go with Dodo the Clown Delwyn.
That's a mobster. Yep.
Actually, a clown.
Oh, wow.
It's right
wow.
the name.
Okay, you got me. I was going to say, this is where you're going to throw me out, because he literally says he's a clown. There's no he's actually a clown. Well done.
And we got Pinto Kolvig.
Pinto Kolvig. That sounds like a mobster.
Pinto Kolvig is a clown, and weirdly, the guy who became the official voice of Goofy for Disney.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
A lot of strange research went into this one.
Yeah.
Let's go with Johnny Sausage.
Okay, I know I've been saying mobster.
Mobster. He is in fact a mobster.
Okay, good.
Known because he is named John and he loves sausages.
I mean, same.
There's one of
If
my
only I
personal
could be
favorites,
known as Boca the
Butterass.
Brownie.
Just
That's a clown.
Butterass.
Butterass has got to be a clown.
Butterass is the name of a mobster.
What? Okay.
It's like Tony Butterass. I forget his last name.
Such an unfortunate name for a mobster. Everyone probably just laughs at him.
I'm letting my people, my clowns, and my Italians down. This you know, I gotta go back into the training.
Don't worry, we're more than halfway through. We're getting. Oh,
okay, got it. Yeah.
Oh, well, this one's a classic. Violent J.
Violent J. Violent J. I could imagine that being a violent clown. A clown. I'm saying clown.
It is. He is one of the two members of the Insane Clown Posse.
Okay, got it. You know, despite being the clown guy, I'm not a juggalo. I'm sorry to disappoint.
Listen, that's if anything, that's a point in your favor.
Okay, got it.
Let's see. Oh, we got 4 left. Let's go with Kefka Palazzo.
Kefka, that is a clown. I know that.
That is. That's Final Fantasy VI's main villain. And these. Oh, here's a tough. These are 2 back-to-back ones that are hilarious. First up, Quack Quack.
Quack Quack. I'm gonna say that is a clown.
That is a mobster.
Dang it.
And then followed by completely different person, Tony Ducks.
That's a clown.
Tony Ducks is a mobster who may be implicated in the death of the mobster known as Quack Quack, which is a fun fact.
That's why they called him Ducks?
No, he had the nickname before he may or may not have killed Quack Quack.
They were fated to meet each other.
Fated to meet.
Oh
All
my
right,
God.
final 2, Mr. Magic.
I'm gonna say mobster. I'm doing terribly.
Listen, I mean, these are tough. That is the clown from Sailor Moon. It's called Mr. Magic.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. It's been so long.
And finally, regardless of who he belongs to, maybe the least impressive nickname on here, Joseph Joey Grimaldi.
That's a mobster. That's a clown. I'm gonna be very impressed.
He is a clown. He is the clown credited for inventing the white face style of clown.
Oh, okay. I think I got almost all of those wrong, so well done, Pete.
Listen, I think you cracked the 50% mark, which is rare.
Okay, okay.
You're pretty good.
I think you have exposed me as a hack imposter clown, so I appreciate you doing this live on YouTube.
That's funny.
Right. Guys, Mikey, thank you so much for joining us. Everyone, please go check
I
out
learned some weird names for
the
mobsters.
Channel, check out the shorts. Go over to Kickstarter Backer Kit. Check out Crooked Moon because the Crooked Moon has some amazing components.
Don't forget the give a like to the character sheet. But that's crazy. There's a duck mobster. All right. My dream now is to get big enough to where one of my followers' his actual name is Quack Quack. That's my goal in life now. That's my goal in life now. Does anyone want to hear? Let's listen to Dayton's music. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hi, Penguin.